Machiavelli Mills TV, what's going on, y'all? So yesterday I shared a post on Instagram, and that post said, "Black men, to save your sons, you also have to save their friends whose fathers are absent." Right? So look, I firmly believe in that, man. I do, and I think that any man, if you living in a neighborhood, right, and you have children, you living in a neighborhood, and you see young black boys lost in the community, walking around lost, headed down a path of destruction. I think it is cowardly to turn a blind eye to that. To turn a blind eye to mentoring a young man and leading him down the right path, or leading him down a path that would be more beneficial for him, right? I see so many men say stuff. They see kids wilding out in the neighborhood that they kids living in too, and they say, "I ain't that ain't my kid. Shoot, ain't my kid," and they act like they don't care, turn their head, and act like they don't see it. I don't respect no man that think like that. I don't respect no man that look at another kid and they see a kid lost and they refuse to mentor. They refuse to mentor that kid because that ain't their kid. I think you're a coward, and I don't honor you at all as a man. Because one thing I know, it doesn't matter what, like you can give your son the best advice in home, you can train him up right and properly, you can raise him properly. A lot of times, the friends that he has around him will dictate how far he goes in life, or what he, sometimes even what he gets into, right? And if I'm got kids and my kids, the same kids that's probably out there wilding, or the same kids that's lost. They playing football with your sons. They playing basketball with your sons. They going to the park with your sons. They going to the corner store with your sons. So if you feel like, oh, you ain't gotta try to guide them in the right direction. You don't have to mentor them. Just imagine what path your son could be heading down to. You know what I mean? And it ain't just about your seed in this world. I think it's highly selfish to just only think about your child in a world where look what's going on, man. Look young black boys losing their lives every single day, going through wars in the street, going through unnecessary roadblocks because they didn't have nobody there to mentor them, to tell them right from wrong, or to tell them the right path. Like, look, I wouldn't advise you to go down that road. Don't do that. That's wrong. This is what you do. Don't do that. Don't get involved with that. You don't need that. They don't have nobody coaching them and telling them that they're a leader, or instilling confidence in them every single day. So they get out here and they do wild stuff, right? And it would be selfish of you to only look at your son and say, "Yeah, I'm only gonna do it. I'm only gonna mentor you. I don't. Your little friends out there, they gone, they lost. I don't care nothing about them. It is what it is." I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you're gonna save everyone, but to not try, I think it's highly selfish, and I don't respect that. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, I really believe in that saying, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise these kids out here, for real. And if we don't do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? Like, I wouldn't, like, for real. I grew up with my father been in my life all my life. But also along the way, I had black men that were in schools with me, that was in all different type of mentorship programs that I went through. I had black men that I worked with. I had black men that are in my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, that helped to, make my path a little easier than theirs was, because all the black men that's in their right mind, that are mature. When I say men, I mean mature men that are positive thinking, positive men, right? They got the keys to success. They done been down a lot of road, they done been through a lot. And they got the keys to tell other young black boys the stuff to avoid, and to lead them down the right path and away from the path of destruction. For real, for real. I'm 26 years old. I can never, if I see a young black boy out here wilding, and I'm living in a neighborhood and I see him every single day, I can't not say nothing to him about stuff that he doing, or try to help him in some type of way. If I see he lost and he just looking to follow somebody, and he looking to just to fit in, I can't sit there and watch him do that every single day and not say, "Hold on, wait a second, bro. Nah, little brother, come here. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let me get you doing this." No, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't need that. I can't give him positive affirmations. I cannot give him positive affirmations. I can't speak life into him. I can't not do that, I'm saying. I can't see a kid wilding or see a kid lost and not speak life into him. I can't do that. I couldn't live with myself doing that, I couldn't live with myself if I turned the blind eye to that. Seriously. That's selfish. They're selfish. It was other black men that helped me get to where I got, to go to college, to go get a master's degree, to stay away out of trouble. I never was in no gang. I never been locked up or none of that. But what helped me was my father, my uncles. I had a support system, mentors. It's other kids that don't have a support system at all. And if you could be that support system for them, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not help to decrease all of the stereotypes that we got going on within our community? For real, for real. We want to make our community better. You want the community that you live in to be peaceful, right? You see the young boys coming up and you see, man, they going down the wrong path. They 10 and 11. They starting to do little bitty stuff. You see them outside. They the kids outside playing with your son. You tell them, nah, that ain't right. Come here. That ain't, don't do that. Don't do that. Look, do this, do that. Don't put yourself in harm's way. For real, I don't fool with me, because I feel like a lot of men look at other kids in their neighborhood and just be like, they scoff at it. Shit, that little boy bad. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't talking to him now. No, he good. And that's extremely selfish. That's cowardly. Very cowardly. Again, it takes a village to raise these children. They need all of us, especially, it ain't a huge, for real, it ain't even in a lot of the hoods, it's not a big presence of, it's not a overwhelming presence of positive positive men that's doing something positive. There's more women. There's more women in the hood than men. That's a fact. There's more women in the hood than men. And I feel like there's more boys. There's boys, but it ain't a lot of. It's not a lot of men in the hood like that. Positive men. And if you're a positive man, it wouldn't hurt you to mentor these kids out here. It wouldn't hurt you to, if you got something like it wouldn't. I don't have no problem with helping somebody help a young boy get something. He needs school shoes. If I got it, if I got it to give, I do that. For real. If he wants some advice on something on life or something going on in school, at home, I'll do that for him. But I just think we get to a point where a lot of the dudes in the hood, they only care about their kids only. And if it ain't their kids, they stick their nose up at it and just turn around. And again, I'm not saying, I know everybody can't save the world, but you can start to save your community. For sure, you can definitely save your community by talking to these different kids and try to reach them. You're not going to be successful with every kid. We would hope to be successful with every kid, but you may not be successful with every kid. But if you could touch 2 or 3 or 4 kids and change their life and change the outcome of their life and put them in a positive path, that's dope. That's special. And that's what I respect. So I firmly believe that black men, to save your sons, you have to save their friends also, whose fathers are absent, or whose uncles or brothers are absent, or they don't have nobody in their life that could teach them right from wrong, that could hone them up to be honorable men. And not live foul, not to be scammers, and not to be people that prey on other people, prey on other black people. That prey on, you don't want them to be living like that, especially living in a neighborhood with you and your family. So I feel like it's up to us, black men, to also, you want to save your sons, you want to help your community, help them other kids in the neighborhood too. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.